Okay, well, let's get right into it. We're talking about the winter storm that's scheduled to strike Minnesota and Wisconsin tomorrow. And the Twin Cities needs to pay very close attention to this storm system because the area of snow is actually nudging further south with each successive computer model run. So this is interesting. Right now, what you're looking at is the NAM computer model from this morning. Okay, actually, this is from this afternoon. This is hot off the press, and it's showing you the radar summary, at least expected radar summary, over the next 24 to 48 hours. You can see at about midnight tonight, there should be snow breaking out over much of central and northern Minnesota, and that's going to be accumulating snow by midnight tonight, and that lasts throughout the morning up in that portion of the state. But I want you to keep an eye on what's happening down here in southeastern South Dakota and northwestern Iowa. These are thunderstorms and even some snow, maybe even some thunder snow down near Sioux Falls. And this would be early tomorrow morning, right around sunrise. And look what happens to this batch of precipitation. It moves straight northeast into the Twin Cities. So that by, probably about 7, 8 a.m., we're going to be experiencing some showers, some of them heavy, maybe even a clap of thunder over much of southeastern Minnesota and portions of western Wisconsin during the morning hours. And then, of course, that precipitation shield continues to surge north and then pinwheels back south and east into the Twin Cities during the afternoon and evening hours. And of course, we're expecting that rain to change over to snow. Now, here is something that really concerns me. This is, again, the NAM high-res computer model. This is hot off the press. The 18 Zulu computer model run from 1 p.m. this afternoon. And what it's showing you is a very sharp snow gradient. We're used to this. We get sharp snow gradients often with winter storms, and they seem to always straddle the Twin Cities metro. Well, this is another sharp snow gradient. Here's the Twin Cities, and right at the airport, the NAM computer model shows about 2 inches of snow at the airport. You go northwest about 20, 30 miles into northern Hennepin County, it shows 8 inches of snow. And then Wright and Anoka counties, and then continuing north and northwest in the St. Cloud area, a good solid 6 to 10 inches of snow by midnight tomorrow night. That should scare everybody. Now, do I think that this computer model may be overdoing it? Yes. And this band of snow is going to oscillate kind of back and forth, north and south, with the next couple of computer model runs. But regardless, the screaming message is that there likely will be a very sharp gradient in the snowfall amounts from northwest to southeast across the Twin Cities metro. And I think areas such as Wright and Anoka County, maybe even northern Washington County, and then areas further north and west of there, they stand, of course, the best opportunity of receiving significant snow during the day tomorrow. This is the European computer model for not only tomorrow, but this extends out into next week. And the reason why I'm showing this to you is for two reasons. First of all, it shows the snow streaking from southwest to northeast across Minnesota tomorrow. And then, of course, that snow area moves out as we head into the weekend and then early next week. But what I want you to focus on is what's happening on Tuesday. This is next Tuesday. And look at the snow that's starting to develop over southern Minnesota Tuesday afternoon. All right. And then as we head into Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning of next week, that snow expands right over the Twin Cities in western Wisconsin. And we're talking, the European computer model is saying a good 4 to 6 inches of snow, maybe even more, somewhere close to home next Tuesday and Wednesday. So just another little nugget for you to keep in mind as we head through the next couple of weeks. I had mentioned that it's going to be a stormy next couple of weeks, and Mother Nature does not want to let us down the way it appears. Let's just get back to the computer models now for tomorrow morning. And this is the NAM computer model. This is the 850 millibar temperature map from the NAM. And now this is as of about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we're really focusing on this purple line. This purple line is the 32-degree Fahrenheit line at 850 millibars. In other words, it's a good spot to tell you where the rain snow line is going to be located early tomorrow morning. And you can see it's just northwest of the Twin Cities metro at about 4 a.m. tomorrow. Now, As we head through time, take a look at what happens to this freezing line. It steadily moves south and east through the Twin Cities metro, so that by about 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, most of the metro, except the eastern and southeastern metro, should be changing over from rain to snow. Again, that's right around 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So that's something to keep in mind. And then, of course, as we go through time tomorrow afternoon and evening, it becomes more than cold enough for snow in the lower layers of our atmosphere to support snow through the period tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. But by then, the heaviest of snows certainly should have come to an end in the Twin Cities and over much of Minnesota. Here are the temperatures. This is, again, the NAM computer model temperatures. This is tomorrow morning at about 10 a.m. This is actually very interesting. Temperatures will be in the 50s to near 60 degrees down in Rochester and east and southeast towards Eau Claire and Menominee, Wisconsin. But look at the cold air. Temperatures right around freezing from the northwestern Twin Cities metro on northwest through Minnesota and the Dakotas. So certainly cold enough to support snow from about Wright and Anoka counties northwest tomorrow morning. And then, of course, as we head through the day, you can see that cold air pushes out the warm air east into Wisconsin, so that by 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, almost everybody is near the freezing mark. That would include Rochester and the Twin Cities. But what's important to note here is that temperatures will be near or just above freezing. So with that being said, any snow that falls, it's going to be a wet, concrete-like snow that will be melting on contact in some areas. And of course, that is going to reduce the potential snow totals over the Twin Cities as we head through the day tomorrow. Here's a new graphic that I'm going to show you. This one I'll, of course, send to you also, but this is the hourly weather graph. And this should give you a good idea on the timing of the rain and snow and maybe even ice as we head through the day tomorrow. As you can see, the green areas, the green bars are rain. And I'm expecting rain at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport from about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning through about the noon hour. And some of that could include a clap of thunder. And then right at about 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon at Twin Cities International, I'm expecting that rain to change over to snow. And then it should become all snow by 3 p.m. at MSP, and then of course the snow tapers off so that by about 9 p.m. I'm not expecting any accumulating snow anywhere in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area. The heaviest snow appears to fall somewhere in the mid-afternoon hour, even at MSP International. But look, I'm not expecting a lot at the International Airport. At best, maybe an inch of snow, and that'll be heavy, wet, sloppy, slushy snow. You won't have to go much further northwest from MSP to change, for that to change and for heavier snows to fall. Again, I'm thinking Wright County, maybe even Anoka County are the ones that are going to get hit the hardest. Okay, you've seen this graphic. This is the 36-hour potential snow graphic. I'm very, very close to nudging this heavy snow area further southeast than what you see here. In fact, probably by evening when I come out with my next snow total graphic, I'm going to nudge this further southeast, probably by about 50 miles. Right now, I still think a coating to 2 inches over most of the Twin Cities metro. But I'm now starting to think that the Northwestern Metro may be almost a lock for 3-4 inches of heavy, wet snow. And then, of course, when you start getting up into St. Cloud, Alexandria, northeast to Duluth, at Brainerd, those are the areas that stand the best opportunity to receive 6 to 12 inches of snow as we head through the day tomorrow. But once again, I will likely be updating that snow map as we head through the evening. So, lots to talk about. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun storm system. And then, of course, we're going to be looking forward to next week to potentially another snow system on Tuesday. Until then, just be watching your emails because you will be getting more updates. And, of course, we'll probably have a live briefing sometime tomorrow. I will let you know. Have a good night.